to Classic Series Action Figure Review. In today's review I am looking at the final figure from the Bif Bang Pow retro toy line, which is the Master from the Deadly Assassin. Now this particular figure is actually my favourite out of the line. When I saw it I was really impressed with the head sculpt. I do like this version of the Master anyway, so I was pleased to see this one come out first. And of course it fits well with the Tom Baker theme that the first set of figures had. Just drop the rod of Rassilon there, never mind. So if we just begin by talking about the articulation, standard Mego figure body, articulation at the head, shoulders, elbow, 360 wrists that can, you know, bend back and forth, they're hinged, waist articulation, hips, knees, if I can find his knee, at the knee, and, you know, that's that. All standard, and of course articulation at the ankles if you were to pull his boots off. So, I'll very quickly, I mean, there's not an awful lot to say about this figure that can't be seen. Take a look at the head sculpt. I'm just going to pull his hood down. The head is fantastic. I think it's a really good likeness of the Peter Pratt mask. It's actually very scary without the hood on. It does look quite frightening with his mangled face and his burnt sort of crispy skull. It is unpleasant, and it would have been cool actually if we'd have seen something like that in the series, but that might have been slightly too frightening. Really nicely done, really impressed, probably the best likeness out of all the figures. The hood has a wire frame built into it, so you can mould the shape of the hood. So I have done my best to try and get it as close a shape to the actual hood as possible, because when it comes out of the box they're sort of all over the place. The robe itself is this really coarse material, which is black. I like the fact that it's coarse because it is sort of like the material of the Master's robe itself, quite tatty. He has the sash of Rassilon, which is done in a gold metallic foily fabric, much like the Cyber Leader's suit. It's sort of a bit spongy here, and it's sort of been stitched into sections to give it the look of the actual thing in the program. It's not 100% accurate, but you know, you can see it and you know what it is straight away. You probably could remove the sash by just pulling it over his head. It's not something I've done, just because of the awkwardness with the hood and everything. And then if we open up his robes, he's got a pair of tights on underneath, just to try and keep his modesty. It is all velcroed up, but other than that, his torso is just bare. I won't pull it all off because it's just more faff than is necessary. And there we have it. That is the Master, a figure that I really, really like. He also comes with this, the Rod of Rassilon, or, well, it's actually the great key. It's actually the key of Rassilon in the Deadly Assassin, but they later renamed it the Rod of Rassilon to distinguish it from the Great Key. And then I think there's another key for the Matrix, which gets even more confusing, but there we go. So people have complained it doesn't fit in his hand. You really do just have to push it in. It does bend his fingers apart slightly, but it doesn't fit perfectly. But you know, it goes in well enough. And there we have it. It looks really nice. So actually, it comes with an accessory. Even the character options figure didn't come with the rod, which I actually said in my review of the character options one. It was a shame it didn't come with the rod, but Bif Bang Pow obviously decided to go down that route as opposed to the gun, which which I quite like. I'm glad that they did that. It looks good that he's got the whole lot. So, thanks for watching this review, guys. I hope to get more of the Bif Bang Pow figures. Obviously, there's been lots on display at different Comic Cons. Leela's coming out, Sutek, Scaroth, Morbius, other ones that have been on display. Not Magnus Grill, Lee Sen Chang, Mr. Sin, Magnus Grill, the name was written down on a thing. The Kral from Android Invasion, the First Doctor, a Dalek from Genesis of the Daleks. We've also got the playset coming out, the TARDIS playset with K9. All really good stuff, and you know, I'm really glad that I've gone back and collected this first wave, because it wasn't something that particularly interested me, and I thought, well, there's been no classic releases, I'll get the Fourth Doctor and see what I think, and you know, I'm hooked. I really do like them. I think they look really cool. It's nice to have something that's quite old looking and nostalgic, and it's nice to just have something slightly different to put on the shelf with the other Doctor Who figures. So, thank you for watching this review, guys. I shall see you next time.